I'm damn near finna kill this shit. My click, my squatters on some real ass shit. And these hating ass niggas can't handle it. Get it, indie, get that on my face.
Yes, mostly known as Get It Indie.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so a lot of people think that you are like older than your actual age or younger. So just so everyone knows, to clarify,
I am 19.
You're 19.
I'm a 94 baby,
94?
class of 2012.
12,
Yes,
okay.
yes I am.
And you went to what high school?
Berkeley High School.
Berkeley High
I
School.
went to both Vallejo and Berkeley High School, so my sophomore year I ended up transferring to Berkeley, and that's where I graduated from. So
Okay, nice.
That's how that worked.
And so are you going to school right now?
I'm out of school right now. I took the semester off for the Yike Fest tour, but I'm going back in August, and I go to Diablo Valley College. So.
Okay, nice. What are you majoring in?
I was majoring in psychology, and I just ended up changing it because, I want to be an actress, so I decided that I'm going to just switch my major, and now it's just theater, and I minor in psychology and video production.
Okay, that's exciting. How do you like it? Like, how's your schedule?
My schedule...
Good? Like, how do you manage everything? Because, you've got the Yike Fest, you're making music, you've got school, family, friends.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't manage it. That's why I had to take the semester off. But going back next semester, I'm going to have to learn time management because I don't have it right now. I'm just not one of the people.
I totally understand.
I don't have it.
So how did you start, like, in the business of music and event planning and promoting? Because you do a lot of stuff. So, how did it first start off?
I was just a little ratchet. I was roaming the streets at the parties and stuff like that. So going to all the parties, I decided to start throwing my own because I kept spending so much money on them. I was like, let me try to make money from a party. Yeah. So it actually worked out because I was so known from going to all the parties in the Bay Area, Vallejo, Fairfield, all the way towards Oakland. But it ended up working out in that sense, and then I realized how much I liked event coordinating. So every other weekend, whether it was like me and D-Mac or me and DJ Lucci or somebody, we were always throwing parties. Okay. So that's how it started.
That sounds fun. I mean, you've gotten a lot of, like, popularity.
Yeah, unfortunately.
People are always there talking about the parties. So, so I know you do a lot of stuff. You make music, you hold events, you host events. So what occupation do you see yourself more as, an artist or an event promoter? Like what?
Right now, I don't have a lane.
Okay.
I'm in the process of figuring it out, but I'm more so just known as like a party girl.
Okay.
Which is
party icon.
Yeah, unfortunately, which I was. That's just kind of, once you're seen in one light, that's how you're going to be seen for a really long time or forever. So I've kind of accepted it, but with me being on the tour, I'm starting to see myself more as a host and an artist. Because I'm the one who kind of glues together all the performances. So I bring out, the 99%, the Jay and Fresh, the TP artists. So right now I would just say hosting and, getting more into music as an artist.
That's good. So how do you think you, got started so fast? Like, you blew up pretty fast. Like, you have about 70,000 followers on Instagram, 20,000 on Twitter. Like,
it's just the movement, I would say. Because when I started, I put out a Top Twerk Songs video in 2011, and that video kind of went viral. So it wasn't an overnight thing, but it is one of those things where it just kind of just blew up.
Right.
Everybody wanted to know the party songs at that time, and that's when the Bay Area was really kind of the party space to be in. So when that happened, I was kind of known for, putting people on music and stuff like that. So that's just kind of how it worked out.
Okay. So, I mean, in terms of, what you do as a host and event planner, I think there's a lot of young girls who want to be, where you are. So what do you think makes you popular? What separates you from everyone else that's trying to make it,
I would just say my mentality. I don't give a shit about, a lot of stuff. I don't care about perception and stuff like that, which it definitely didn't start that way, but I developed myself in becoming comfortable who I was. Okay. So when it comes to, people saying, well, what you do is not ladylike and what you do is...
But it's real. I mean, it's you.
It's kind of what I am. And so when I started defining what being India was rather than being like a woman was, then it was just kind of... It worked out for me in that sense. I just became comfortable in who I was. So I would just say for people who are trying to get into something like this, you have to be very secure in yourself because you're going to get a lot of controversy thrown at you.
Right. I can definitely see how that would be controversy, Because, I think there are some people out there who, don't think it's appropriate. But I also think, you're dancing. What exactly is the problem? What are you doing that's bad, So I feel like as long as you're doing what you want to do and what makes you happy, then you're good. And
exactly.
As being, a female, in the industry, music and stuff, and hosting events, because I feel like we live in a world where males are seen as the dominant,
very dominant. Yeah.
So have you experienced the controversy with that being a woman?
A lot. Well, when I first started, it was definitely okay, well, she's around all these guys, she must be having sex with everybody in the group. That's kind of just how it's always going to start with somebody. So I wasn't so concerned with kind of proving my point, but once people started seeing that, okay, she really doesn't give a shit about what everybody has to say. And when people get to know me, they realize how business-oriented I really am. So, you know, when people see me, they're like, okay, she's the party icon and stuff like that. Right. But when people actually see me perform or host something or hold an event or an interview, they see how business-oriented I really am. Because
right. So it's like a switch.
Exactly.
Like, you know, you can have fun, but then when it comes to business, you, like,
right.
turn it off.
And the business for me is fun. I've turned it into that. So the parties and stuff like that, I started going to them, and then I turned it into my business.
Okay.
Then I turned that into hosting, and then I turned it into YouTube videos. So it just all marketed itself for me.
Right.
You know? So
that's good, though.
Just how I turned it.
So, I mean, last year you came out with the song One Cheek featuring D-Mac.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Really great song. It slaps, you know. And then you came out with One Time with Prince of the Yike and Cloud. Like, and you're rapping on both of those songs, you know. And, like, I think some people kind of shocked, like, whoa, like, Indy's rapping. Like, she has skills. So, like, how did you, like, switch over? Like, how did you start to decide, like, oh, music, like, this is something that I'm interested in, like, I could do?
Right. Well, okay, the song One Cheek, it started as a joke.
A joke,
It was a joke. I have the footage on YouTube of us just playing around backstage for the Stage to Gemini concert about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. So it started as a joke, and then I got in the studio and I was forced to do a verse. And so we just put it out because I had made it. I just wanted to see what would happen, and unfortunately it blew
up. Like, everyone.
Unfortunately, that is not the song I wanted to blow up, but it did. So, you know, that happened, and then I decided, you know, maybe I should come out with more music because it wasn't, the reviews weren't bad. So I was like, okay, that was me playing around. Let me try to show them that I can really do some rapping. So I put out a song called Massacre, which was, I put that out on Halloween Day of last year. And then now I have an EP coming out pretty soon, and that's completely different because
totally different sound.
It is. I don't make party music is what a lot of people don't realize. That's not controversy as switched as it may sound, I'm more R&B.
Okay.
Rapping still, but R&B.
More R&B. Yeah. Okay, definitely. I can see that. So what kind of music did you grow up on, like, listening to that influences your sound?
I was a big Britney Spears fan. I don't know why. I was into all the groups like Britney Spears, NSYNC, J-Lo, Backstreet Boys. I was into all that, and then I had, like, a really weird obsession with Tupac.
Okay, so it just switched over,
yeah,
like,
no,
completely.
It was two different types of music, but I liked them both.
Okay, that's good, though. That's good. Okay. And so, I mean, if this music is something that you plan on doing for a while, like, is there anybody that you, like, plan on collaborating with, or you hope to, like, just, if you got the chance to...
If I had the chance to collaborate with anybody, I would say definitely I Am Sue, because he's one of the hottest. I love the Bay, you know what I'm saying? So he represents the Bay to me, and Iggy Azalea, because I don't know what it is about her. I love her.
I'm loving her sound.
Her atmosphere. Yeah,
that's really good. Okay. So do you have a mentor right now that's, like, somebody that's, you know, helped you get to where you are, like, it's influenced you, helped you, you know, like Dr. Dre, Eminem's mentor, you know, somebody like that?
I don't.
You don't?
Surprisingly, I don't have a mentor. The closest thing I have to a mentor is my mom, because she's just the one who's just like, you know, do what you got to do and let that be it. You know what I'm saying? So everything she says, I take her opinion very strongly. It's going to be at the forefront of a lot of my decisions. So I would say she's the closest thing, because I've seen her just go for what she wants to do, and I just say, fuck it.
That's really good, though. I mean, that's independent of yourself to, like, just go out there, do what you need to do for yourself. So that's good. And I know right now you're a part of the group TPE, which, you know, so everybody, just in case people don't know what it stands for.
Right. True Players Entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
which
that group,
we don't put that out there because the name sucks, but we just say TPE.
No, I think it's a good name. Like, I mean, I think it fits you guys, like, the whole group, you know, and everything. So, what exactly in that group? I know it's you. You've got Priceless to Rock.
Yeah, well, Priceless to Rock is the founder of the group. He's the one who, for years, he's been trying to build up a group kind of to where we are now, a big promotional group where everybody is just multi-talented, and I can honestly say that about the group that we have now. So we have not only artists, but we have, you know, photographers, videographers, we have dancers, we have just a whole lot of tools that you need in the entertainment industry under one name. So in that group, we have, of course, Priceless the Rock, myself, the Miss Bones Project, who is now the manager of TPE. We have Castle, C2 Saucy, DJ J12. It's a lot of names. The list goes on and on, but it's definitely a good group.
Okay, that's good. And I know Press Rock, he's blowing up right now. Like, everybody, his music's all on iTunes. Right. You know, I've downloaded some songs myself. So, and I know he came out with a song, Broke Bitch Swerve, and you made a dance. Yeah. I mean, some people don't know that dancing is something that you can do. Yeah. So, is that something you did when you were younger?
It is. I've been dancing since I was 5. Okay. I can honestly say I'm one of the people who just dibble and dabble in a little bit of everything. Because you just never know where something is going to take you. So, I enjoy doing a lot of things. Usually most people are multi-talented, but they keep it to themselves. I'll just put it all out there. Like, I could do this, this, and I'm not that good at that, but I'll do it anyway. Yeah. So, dancing is something I've been doing since I was 5. I've done ballet, African dancing, hip-hop dancing, cheerleading. Like, I've done it all.
That's a lot. Okay, and so did you play sports in high school, too? Like, were you very, like,
I was very, very, very athletic. I've played volleyball, softball, cheerleading, gymnastics. Wow. I've ran track. I've done a lot.
That's exciting too. Like, that's cool how you've done so many things. You know, like, it's not like you just stick to one thing. Like, you've done a lot of things. And you know, it's interesting because, you know, a lot of people know you, like, the indie dip that you came out with. That blew up too. So that was pretty big. And like the parties you throw, and then like your most recent video, you mentioned how acting is something that you want to do, and a lot of people didn't know that about yourself. So like, how do you plan on going to like accomplish that goal?
I'm just taking everything one step at a time. Fortunately, I've been placed in a position that I am now, and I've been known for, you know, the party life and stuff like that. But acting was always the main goal. I knew that I wanted to act since I was little, and not just the comedy, funny stuff that everybody knows me for. I love drama. I love the crying. I love the anger. That's the type of positions I want to play. Okay. So right now, I'm going to school for it. I'm going to start going to casting calls once this kind of boils down. When it settles down and I can start riding it, then it's like I'm going to start from ground zero.
It's good because, you know, now your name's out there. People know you. They know who you are. You're very popular. So they definitely want somebody like you, you know,
I appreciate
be in their movies and plays. So that's really good. And so right now, the Yike movement, that is something that's taken off. I see people everywhere. I'm going to class, people like playing the music, trying to get it down. So like,
Yiking
it's blowing up right now.
It is. So right now, Yiking is a dance, for those who don't know. It is a really big dance that was from the creator. His name is Chunky of Tets. He's a Bay Area dancer. He's danced with the Turf Fiends, Stage the Geminis, who he's currently dancing for, E40, all of them. So he's responsible for the dance. He made the dance. And then with us, we just kind of helped promoted it. And now, Priceless, he's making the music for it. And I'm the one who unfortunately got Yike first. So it is a movement that is blowing up, definitely.
So do you think this is going to be like, you know, because people have come up with a lot of dances, like from jerking to Dougie to Cat Daddy. Like, is this something that do you think will fade, or do you plan, like, this is something that you guys want to make stick? Like, it's not just a dance that's just going to, you know, disappear, but do you think it's something that you think will stick?
I think if we continue to do everything that we're doing to push the movement, it's definitely going to stick. There's just a lot of people everywhere that we would never think it would have hit, that hit. So if we continue to push it the right way, it's going to stick. And if we don't, you know, it is what we make it. If we don't continue to push it, it's just going to be one of those dances that came in with, you know?
I mean, I definitely think it's going to stick. Like, this is, like, it's not even just in, like, the Bay Area, you know? It might have started here, but it's, like, branched out. Like, people on the East Coast are asking for you guys to come down there, do shows, and, you know, show them what's going on.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to make it more than a dance. We're trying to turn this into a global movement, you know what I'm saying? We want to be known for the people who influence positivity. Right. So when we throw these events, we're trying to have people, you know, doing the dance and participating, getting the kids involved, just to stay away from the other stuff that's potentially out there.
Like, there's not a lot of kids, you know, like, in the streets and everything. They're more focused on, like, there's a Yike contest. Like, instead of out there doing that, I'm focusing, you know, and that's more positive than being out there, you know, doing what kids shouldn't do. Because there are young kids, you know, who look up to you guys. Like, definitely. You guys definitely have a younger and older fan base. So I think it's really good that you guys are, like, you know, promoting this Yike movement. So that it's positive. I like it. So, okay, twerking. That is something... There are some people, you know, complain like, "Oh, I can't get it down. Like, how do I do it?" Is it like one of those things like you're born with it and like you're good, or can it can be taught? Like, you can learn it?
Everybody can twerk.
Everybody can twerk, okay.
Everybody can twerk. I don't care who you are, how tall you are, how short you are, how small you are, how big you are. Everybody can twerk. It might not look a certain way that, you know, it might not look like the way I do it, and I might not look like the way you do it. It's just, if you're having fun, you feel sexy, you're twerking, you're good, and that's it.
It's all about confidence.
It is, that's it. Like, and if you can't dance, get your ass out there and do it anyway. That's how I feel.
So when you're, do you have any, like, party tips for everybody? Because I know, like, people, they go, there's some things you shouldn't do, some things you shouldn't wear. Like, for example, like, guys come to parties in hoodies. Like, I don't think that's good. Especially, you know, you're sweating. Like, it's probably not the best idea.
No. I would just say, just be logical. You know, if you're going to be in a hot box, don't wear something that's going to keep you contained, because we all have to deal with that.
Yeah, it's not just you, it's everyone.
When you smell bad, it affects everybody around you, because I'm not going to want to dance with you. There, you just lost a couple of dances right there. Nobody's going to want to stand next to you. Right. You already just lost. So you're kind of
isolated in the corner. Like,
exactly.
Okay, that's true. So I know, like, when you go out to these dances, you know, you do interviews, so you meet a lot of people. Like, you meet a lot of, like, there's, like, female fans, but you have a lot of male fans, too, who are in love with you. Is there, like, have you, like, are you dating right now? Is there anybody that you got your eye on?
No, well, right now, I'm
just having fun, like, just...
I'm getting it. I'm doing the get it right now. I'm single, I'm young, and I just, you know, got out of a relationship a couple of months ago. So right now I'm just really focused on my business. Not to say that I'm not talking to guys, because of course I am, you know. But I'm chilling.
Having fun. Okay,
I'm fine.
That's good, though, because you're young. So,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know,
especially within the industry, you don't, not that you want to, like, limit yourself, because there's so many people, but I need to be focused on my business. And, you know, when I'm not doing business, I don't want to have to tend to somebody so seriously. I just want to have my relaxed time. If I want to, you know, go on a date or go to the movies, just chill, that's what I want to do.
Okay,
you know?
That's good, though. That's good. I respect that. So, I know, it's all over your Instagram. You do get your hair done by Jador. It's actually, like,
and more. Yes. I love her.
She's
Shout
amazing.
out to Jador and more, definitely.
I actually saw your Instagram. Like, I was like, I wanted to get my hair done, so I'm like, you know, who do I know? And, like, you posted, and I was like, Jador and more. I was like, who is she? And, like, small world, found out, like, one of my best friends is dating one of her cousins. So it's like, and then I saw your post, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go see her. She did my hair, and I was like, wow, like so shout out to Jador, definitely, if you need your hair done, like,
that woman is absolutely amazing. When it comes to doing hair, she is like the Bobby Filet of hair. Like, she knows exactly what she's doing. She's fast,
like, she gets it done.
Oh yeah, she don't play. She doesn't play around. When I go, I'm in and out in like an hour and a half, and that's when my hair looks a hot mess. And I look like little Romeo when I walk in, and I come out looking like myself.
That's funny. Yeah, because I actually went to go get my hair done. She was like, yeah, Indy was just here a few hours ago. I was like, what? Like, okay.
I'm there all the time. Cool. She's probably sick of me by now. I'm always calling her like, I need
curls,
please. And she's like, all right, come on.
Come over. Yeah. So, and the rest of yourself, like, you have a great taste in clothes, you know, and everything. So, like, you have, like, a girly, like, but hip-hop type of look to you. So, like, how do you, like, style yourself? Like, do you just, you know, like, where do you get your clothes from?
I'm really humble with my clothes. A lot of people ask me where I get them from. I'm never at the mall. I like to shop at thrift stores. I like going through my mom's closet. And I actually just get stuff from everywhere. Marshalls, Ross, of course, you know, I'll get my shoes from either Foot Locker or just wherever I can. And I would say my style is more like, what the fuck is she wearing? Grandma, like, okay, she's trying to be too young, too old now. It's just kind of a little bit too much. And sometimes I look a hot mess, but I just make it work.
As long as you make it work for you, that's good. That's what you gotta do. It's confidence. Like, that's all that matters. So, summer is coming up.
Yeah,
August
I can't wait.
Coming. Your birthday's coming up, and I know you're going on this Get an Indie Cake Tour. Yeah. So how are you preparing for that? You know, because a lot of people are waiting, like, what is she going to do? Like, what's going on with that?
I'm plotting. I'm a plotter. So in my mind, I have a way that I want things to go. 90% of the time, it goes completely south, but still ends up good. But I want to do a party tour that also incorporates things that are for my fans. Okay. So it's going to be like a Get Indie Cake Tour, but it's also more so like a For the Fans tour. I want to do school stops. I want to do 18 and under parties, 18 and up parties. Okay. And just really get my face seen, because I would actually say I'm kind of confined to the Bay Area a little bit. I'm confined to the West Coast, so hopefully I can get to the East Coast. Out, I have some fans out there, so I definitely want to make rounds. You know?
So what schools have you, like, you know, toured at, like, that you like? Some of your favorite places that you've been?
I've gone to a college tour, and I love North Carolina. Just
North
something
Carolina?
about North Carolina. I love Winston-Salem State University. That's where I want to transfer to. So North Carolina, I'm going to come.
She likes you guys.
I'm coming. Yeah, no, I really do. So any Southern school, I'm really into that. I just love the South every time I go. So
that's good. That's good. So music, event planning, hosting your tour. How's this gonna work out in the future? Like, are you, like, because, you know, like, when you're doing music, they're like, oh, is she gonna start making videos? You know, you're going on tour. Does that mean, you know, no more Get It Indie, the live, you know, you're live, like, behind the scenes and stuff? So, can we expect dances from you in the future? Like, you know, your fans, like, what is, like, for sure that you're going to keep doing?
YouTube is always and forever. If I ever blow up and I'm, you know, gone all the time, I'm still going to be doing YouTube videos. Okay. That's where I started, and that's what I really enjoy doing. So no matter where I go, or if I go south somewhere, even if I decide to, you know, live a normal life, I'm still going to be doing YouTube. So that's one thing that everybody can expect. As far as how I title myself and what I'm going to be, it's going to be everything until one thing takes off. Okay. So I'm just going to continue to just kind of do everything, be the girl who is the party girl, the host, you know, and usually it doesn't work out, but it's going to work out. Like, usually stuff like that won't happen, but I'm the type of person, no is not an answer. It's going to work. Okay. It's definitely going to work.
That's good. So do you have any, like, final, like, advice for anybody that's trying to be where you're at, you know, or trying to even, you know, twerking skills, party skills, business-wise?
When it comes to twerking, do what you gotta do. If you look stupid, you get out there and you flaunt it. You own that shit. If you have no ass, you still twerk it, because I don't either. When it comes to business, you have to be very comfortable in yourself and know that nobody can be a better you than you. So don't try to be like somebody else, and don't let all of the influences around you, you know, in music and television and stuff like that, kind of shade your vision of yourself. Right. And that's one thing I definitely struggled with trying to go into music. I have so many influences on the radio. Like, I love listening to music, and when I first started, I caught myself trying to sound like other people. Okay. So it took me some brainstorming, like, India, who are you?
Who are you trying to figure out who you
as a music artist? And those questions are going to come up with anything you do in the entertainment industry. You have to find yourself first. And I'm still in the process of doing that. I'm not there yet when it comes to music, because it's not what I do.
Right,
you know?
Right.
It's just one of the many things I'm trying. But you just have to, I guess, experiment.
Okay.
Experiment.
That's good. And just see what you want to do.
Yes.
Try different
definitely.
things. Okay. So if anyone has not seen her new video,
go check it out.
Get It Indie, go check it out. Get ready for the Get It Indie cake tour.
Coming this
August. So August babies, be ready.
Leos, Virgos, what's up, guys?
All together. All right. Well, thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
My team, we on top. Yeah, my team hard to make. Your team need to stop, because my team dominate. Look,